Good evening, Namaskar, Vanakkam, hearty welcome to our honored guests, Naya Swami Jyotish Ji and Naya Swami Devi Ji, Dhyana Ji, and all our friends from Chennai for another glorious evening of spirituality. We all remember the day our very, very dear Master Swami Kriyananda came and addressed 5 years back almost. Yes, it was in Music Academy where thousands came in and thousands were waiting outside also. I told Swami, it was the first time he was coming here. I said, maybe we have to organize it next time in the indoor stadium. And that was the dinner after the event. He said, I don't think this body will allow that to happen. He had a premonition. He could see, but anyhow, the last round of visits, all major cities were very successful, and he ignited the movement when now it is spreading very fast. I'm glad, Naya Swami Dharmarajan and Naya Swami Dharminiji, they have really carried on the message now, and several hundred thousands are getting benefited in Madras and other places, because the message is very powerful and it's bound to grow. When Swami left the body, I was telling after inaugurating paying our tributes to him in the Samadhi there, Moksha Mandir. He said, great masters, when they leave the body, they become more powerful because they are being released from the confines of the body and they are able to influence much larger sphere. It has happened in history, I've seen. In every religion, great masters, when they were there, hardly known, but then how with years passing, the message is spreading so fast, influencing hundreds and thousands of people. And the time has come for, like Mahavatar Babaji, bringing back one of the ancient systems, Kriya Yoga, after maybe several thousands of years, through the line of his disciples. And Kriya Yoga is getting more popular, powerful, because people realize the value when they experience it. Not just taking a course, as long as you are able to continue to practice. Last time when we were here, my good friend Mr. Rajinikanth also was here. He told me that day that how he is a Kriya Yogi. I told him, I said, that explains the secret of your charisma. Though you're not the best looking man, but you have got charisma more than the handsome of stars. And he did tell me that he goes to Babaji's caves very often, quietly, incognito he goes. He doesn't want to be followed by people. And he said when he goes to the cave and did meditation, the themes of some of his best movies came to him there, he was telling. Like that, many are benefited all over the world. Now we are happy to have Swami's spiritual, what should I say, inheritors, I can say. Naya Swami Jyotish Ji and then Naya Swami Devi Ji. They are here carrying on the Swami's message, Master's message. And they have been with Swami Kriyananda for more than 52 years. And Ananda itself was founded by Swami Kriyananda Ji that exactly 50 years back. This is the 50th year. 1968 was the founding of Kriya. And you joined Swami about a couple of years back. Am I right? Yes. And you have, with most difficult days you are with Swamiji. And then building up the institution now, it's I always feel the happiest place I have found on the planet is Ananda village in Nevada. And the happiest people, there are happy people everywhere, but the whole lot being happy, so joyous, contented is when I go there and see everybody there. Because the power of the message, power of the message, how they could all combine together and do their work and care for each other and all that. It's something to be seen, to be experienced, to believe it now. And Swami, when we talk about Swami Kriyananda, you can't help telling he's the most joyous person. He's a great guru, friend, philosopher, and guide, no doubt about it. He makes everybody at peace. And a great conversationalist, he's so much of wisdom with wit and humor, and so much of knowledge in all the religions. Because I played a role in getting his book, Essence of Bhagavad Gita, released in Delhi. That was in City Fort Auditorium with 2,000 people. At my instance, the Chief Minister of Delhi came to release the book. And he's so thorough in everything. And he's a great speaker. Even when he was unwell, I remember in Italy I was with him, he used to be very difficult to unsteady on the feet. But once he stands up to speak, he just glows. Same thing, choir also, singer, great singer, composer, with his booming magnetic voice. I used to tell Swami, but all of them, the entire audience used to came on the stage because everybody wanted to join the choir. They got inspired. And his music is the best way of communicating with the divine. And initially I used to see in Delhi hardly one or two local people, but thereafter there are dozens of people on the stage now. Great writer. Everybody, I think, everybody knows about Ananda. Ananda means, the divine bliss. And Swami Kriyananda, how 20-year-old Donald Walters became a great disciple of Swami Paramahansa Yogananda and renamed as Swami Kriyananda. And his destiny was to speak about Kriya Yoga, teach, and all that. And he's a great disciple. I tell even in other religious institutions, I have not seen such a loyal discipleship anywhere else in any other organization like it happened here, how Swami was such a great disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda. And whatever he said, whatever he wrote, he said, this is my master's thoughts as remembered by his disciples. So much of humility and devotion. And I'm happy the time has come. And I must tell you, the most, I have been about 150 countries. Last month I was in China also, again Australia. But the most beautiful place on earth, according to me, is where Swami lived. What do you call it? What kutir? What? Yes. Beautiful place. Most beautiful place on earth. And those who have not gone, please take the opportunity to go visit their place. If you want to see, according to me, the most beautiful place I have seen is Ananda on the Himalaya, on the Nevada mountains. Please go. They keep it so beautiful. The flowers are also happy. The trees, everything is so beautiful there. And lovely people, huge hospitality. Now, who have not read Autobiography of Yogi? I don't want to embarrass you. You don't have to show your hands. But if you have not read it, please read it. I'm sure it's in Tamil also. Yogi in Suyasaritam. It is in all 45 languages around the world. Most published autobiography, spiritual autobiography, they say it's as many as Bible also, people say that. See, I'll only say one thing. I don't want to stand between you, but with the great masters who are going to talk to us. What is that great genius who passed away? Steve Jobs, that's right. So many people know that now. You know his history. I don't have to tell you, all know more than me about him. When he left the body, suddenly orders came for 500 copies of his autobiography of Yogi. They said, what for? They said, he left the will that whoever comes for his final rites, all of them should be given a precious gift. And when they opened the box, it was a copy of the autobiography of Yogi. A genius, such a great genius, he considered that the most precious gift he can give it to his best friends and well-wishers. And I'm told that he used to read it very often. And he was more spiritual, and he thought all his ideas came from inside. Not very highly studied, but he got inspired by that. So when you say Steve Jobs considered so important, then I don't say anything more than that. Please pick up your copy of either English or Tamil. It's a bulky book. It takes time. That's what happened when Swami Kriyananda, at the age of 21, Donald Walters, he had no idea, just saw the book on the bookshelf. I think the answer shows that also. He was attracted by the covers, the Paramahansa Yogananda's beautiful magnetic face. Took it, and it took 3 days. I am not surprised, because for a person who is totally new to it, or even for anyone to digest it, it took 3 days for him. 3 or 4th day he went to the other coast, 4 days of bus journey, and all that you will see. I think part of it you will see. And then that's what impact on him. Please do read it, because you don't go into analyzing, can this happen, that. It can influence a man like Steve Jobs. He's not an ordinary person who is gullible. It impressed him and impressed thousands and thousands of others in many languages. Please read it. I don't want to say anything more than that, telling now Kriya Yoga is a very powerful method. It came out of India only. And Swami Kriyananda, he told me when he came to live in Gurgaon, Swami, you have left the most beautiful place on the planet. You have come here. He said, no, I must take back to the master's place what he gave us. And he has been successful in that. He has been a lot of dedicated youngsters I have seen in Pune and other places. So please don't just listen to the whole thing and go away. Take the book and read it also. Thank you very much. Namaskar.